here, nicoledoranmusic, part of Duran Music Studio. Very proud of my students who last week did a recital with the Chattanooga Music Teachers Association. They were on the younger side, but there's so much room to grow and improve as you go through the years of music making. And since my business has all kinds of connections in the community, but is mainly based out of my home, we have had several plot twists to our agenda for the month. One is that the person I was hoping would record the Psalm 64, or at least let us into the public library music studio where we could record it without the sounds of the birds in the background, he is on paternity leave, which is amazing. And so there'll be more little music makers in this world. But so then I just decided to book a slot at UTC. They also have a recording studio there at the library. So if you're a young musician and you want to make recordings, you definitely can. Because it seems like more and more libraries are, at least around here in Chattanooga, space, tools, all kinds of things. And as a musician, I'm realizing that a lot of the stuff that we document is our performances, our recordings. So I've gotten up to memorizing Psalm 64. Definitely, I can record a short Bible study on it and put a PDF on that up on my Ko-fi page for free download. And I'm wrapping up my little, I did this fundraiser, like promotional thing. Oh, really? So, I did a fundraiser because I have a beautiful little tune called Blessed Are the Poor in Spirit. And like around tax time, who doesn't feel poor in spirit? Like you feel literally poor and probably poor in spirit. And you think, gosh, there's so many people in the world that need so much stuff. And now I've got to sit here and document. I've got this, I've got that, I've got that. I paid how much for that? Why do they have to make arts businesses do this? Why is my audio bad? Okay, I don't like that. I think when I go home, I'm going to get a microphone and a ring light. I feel like I need that. Is the audio getting any better? Audio? Well, you all are nice to stick in here. I guess the audio just comes and goes. It could be the Wi-Fi or something. But I'm headed home. I've gotten a few supplies. And maybe you're good at reading lips. Is it like background noise? Maybe because the battery's low? Anyways, hi, Tora. I wanted to do a Bible study this morning. Nobody woke up. So we've got this beautiful Psalm 64 music, and I can't record it at the library. Oh, yay. Thank you, Lord. Okay. So that was funny. I finally got the audio working, and then YouTube just tossed me out. But definitely subscribe if you're hearing this video now or later. The AI assures me that I get credit for lives that people listen to later. I don't know. I mean, that's interesting. There's all kinds of little commercial ventures. But one thing I was meditating on as I get ready to pay taxes, in love for the fact that I have a basically good government and I cannot fund libraries, hospitals, build roads, um, hire policemen, make laws. I can't do all that stuff. I teach my kids. I'm a homeschool mom, and I run the house, and I minister to my husband. I make music. I make reads. I create actually new pieces for people to play. I was born 200 years after Beethoven, and my next daughter to graduate will graduate 200 years after Beethoven died. So I think that's really cool. Um, and I love to support young artists. I just joined this new program for YouTube, which is like you can go live with other creators. So I don't know if you guys have channels, but if you do, subscribe and tell me what your channel's about. Maybe we can go live together. That would be really cute. I told them I want to do it for building community because YouTube is a very accessible form of art where people can either tell you what's going on in the beauty of their lives, or they can do things that you might feel like doing later. Um, but at some point, you have to kind of take account of what you're doing, figure out how many performances you've given, how many lessons you've taught, how many compositions you've sold, how many compositions you've written. I wanted to write around 500, and I've written 50. So I've still got a ways to go, but that's 10%. And I decided to really base them on the Psalms of David because I am a Christian from a Jewish background, and he was like the person who really worshiped with music and let his prayers be in musical form.